Okay. I'm pressing buttons, and those buttons are doing things. And there it goes. Okay. I don't know how long today's trip is gonna be. My my limited human physical form is uh really fighting back in every way possible to stop me from doing what I want to do. So you're gonna have to bear with me here. All right. Boop. Boop. And I need to make sure I submit my taxes. There we go. Okay. Just about ready here. Boop, boop. Okay. Hello, Emmy. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Congrats on grabbing first, and thank you for submitting your taxes. How are you doing today? We are missing some music. We'll go with that. King of Technology, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. Bad news. We died. Um, so today's stream is gonna be kind of fixing that issue. Good news, I still have my pickaxe, but I lost that shovel, and that was my only other mending book I had. So we've got to do some fishing. Um, on top of that, I mean, we just got a lot to do. Um, I'm really considering breaking my rule of no villagers until mending. It's been too long. I don't know. I'm starting to reconsider a lot of things. I'm good. I have some ribs marinating for tomorrow. Hey, love to hear that. That is awesome. That's right. Memorial Day, right? This year's already flown by so fast. It's crazy. I was thinking about it. It's just really a week until June, it feels like, I think. Just over. And I mean, be blinking and it'll be July, and if you don't watch it before you know it, December's back here and we're wondering what in the world Christmas is doing. Um Kind of crazy just how fast time has been flying lately. I'm gonna go steal some fish. We'll eat fish from now on, just for a little bit longer. The steak is good, and it does provide enough beef, but um, it's kind of a pain to get down there. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think it through when I put it downstairs. Just on how annoying it would be to get down, especially when you're hungry. So, fish it is for now. Jahan, welcome on in. How are you doing? Boop. And boop. Okay. I also have the Tears music disc. I want to put that away. That might be a spoiler. I don't think I told you guys I have that. That's fine. We need to build a new storage space because this is starting to get crowded really fast. Okay. So what I have currently as an option is those pants can fit with this armor for now. Definitely a new helmet though. Okay. Boop. I don't have any extra diamond helmets laying around, do I? I don't. Okay. Doot. Okay. We'll just go with basic enchants. Nope. Basic enchants, and then, eventually, I mean, we could probably do a full enchantment setup today. I don't know. It wouldn't be hard. I have the materials for it. And technically, that's today done. We've re-geared. Actually, I do need tools. Let's see, we lost the shovel and the axe, so we got to make those. So I don't have any spares in here that are that are worth anything. Sorry about that. Let's do that. Yeah. So we need shovel and axe. Boop. And boop. Hello, Coral. Welcome on in. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Hello, hello. Also, welcome back from the ads, everybody. Sorry about those. I know they suck. I was actually watching a stream over the weekend. It may have been yesterday or Friday. I don't remember, but it was Whip. He was playing on his hardcore world, I think. He's digging out like a river or something. But I noticed like every time ads came through, the chat was like, I wouldn't say like all of the chat, but a few people in the chat were maybe exaggerating how bad the ads were. Like, don't get me wrong, I hate ads. I hate them so much. But also, I'm not one to usually complain when it's just like 3 minutes or whatever. And it felt like every couple of minutes, when the ads were happening, it was like the end of the world was happening. You had no clue. I'm gonna go ahead and try to put together a good bow here. So that's power 5 and mending, flame punch 2, unbreaking 3. Is that everything? I think. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, that's good. You hate us? I don't hate you. Who put that idea in your head? 11, 10, 19, 8. Okay, we need some XP. That anvil's about to break. Do I have the means to make another anvil? Actually, we might be out. There ain't no way we make. Yeah. I mean, we might need to go mining. So that's gonna eat my last iron block. Okay. Yeah. Let's go mining. Okay. Logan Cabin, welcome on in. Imagine not being subbed. I know, crazy. It'd be awful. I would not be caught dead being unsubbed to a channel. Let me see if I have any iron ore just laying around. We'll see. I'm subbed to A. I appreciate that, Logan. Thank you very much. There's a little bit of iron there. There's also diamonds in here. Let's go ahead and take the coal. We'll take all the ores. There's no reason for them to be down here. Because I'll never find them down here. That is just the truth. It seems like I had more ore than I thought I did. Okay. And then there's another chest down here that might have some. I wish I could play with you. Yeah, it would be fun to play with viewers again. And I'm wanting to explore some options again. It's just really hard because it's expensive to run servers. Obviously, I mean, with the new Mojang friending system that they're adding to Java Edition, I could start theoretically inviting people to play on a world at some point, and it would just kind of be like old King SMP, where it was just on when I was on. I could do that technically. Turned to negative 19 seconds. That was weird. But I don't know if I really want to do that, because that does exclude anybody on Bedrock Edition, which I'd feel bad about. But honestly, it's better that some people get to play than nobody. I don't know. I really don't know. There's also, I gotta double check and make sure there's no security risks with that. If it just opens you up to the internet and it gives out your IP, then I can't really do that either. So, I don't know. There's some options around, and I'd like to look into some of them. The other thing is, I don't know if I can really run a Minecraft server again. Like, not in a dramatic way or anything. It's just, it's a lot of work. And I forget just how much work it really was. And that's not a good thing, because it makes it tempting to want to go back to it. It was a good time. I don't want to, like, make it sound like it was a terror having King SMP or anything like that. Like, it was actually a joy. I did enjoy it. I just also really did struggle while doing it to do anything else. And, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at right now anyway, is struggling. So, what's one more struggle, I suppose, right? Me, Coral, you would definitely be on the list. I can trust you. I don't have Minecraft, honestly. Oof. That would definitely be a part of the problem. But, you know, one day, whenever you do have Minecraft, you'd be welcome to join our server whenever that happens. Is this a server or by yourself? I am currently by myself. This is my Minecraft Forever world, which I don't know why we're playing with shaders today. I just am. So, we'll probably turn that off eventually. I had, like, the weirdest thing happen. Last couple of days, particularly, this has been happening, but, my body has, like, really just tried to press the brakes hard, I guess. And so I've been falling asleep just out of the blue. And so today was no different. I ate, I came up here, I fell asleep. And it was about 30 minutes before stream that I woke back up. But I woke up and I was burning alive. Like, it felt hot, hot, hot. I don't know what's with that, but it's been a fun experience trying to figure out what's going on there. Let me tell you, man, could be anything. So much copper. Yeah, I've got a lot of ores here. I just couldn't store them anymore, so I'm gonna fortune them all, and we'll turn them into blocks. and that should help a little bit. Because some of these blocks I do need a lot of anyway, like copper, for example. We'll be using it over there in the forge. Although the forge is probably going to get moved. Um, Plus, I may use it in other places too. Who knows? Do you have a server? I used to, but I don't anymore. It just got to being too much money to run and too much time to commit for the little payoff we were getting with it. So, I don't run one anymore. I do want to run one again in the future. So I'm not like saying never. But I want to be careful about my promises as well. I don't want to lead you guys to believing one thing and then it never come true. But I do have some minor plans to bring King SMP back. And I want to bring it back the right way. I just want to make sure it's a way that is uniquely ours and not just something that somebody else is doing better. Which is the hard part that I struggle with. Because I have a lot of friends who do viewer joinable servers. Some of them do them better than others. But I don't want to invite people to my server when we would just be better off playing on somebody else's, you know? The only thing that's special about it is that I own it. And, like, is that really all that special? I don't know. Hopefully don't fall. Yeah, that would really suck. That's actually how I died earlier. I was working over there on my portal room, and I fell, and my item splashed out into the lava, and it was a bummer. It is what it is. I wouldn't have been nearly as worse off if it weren't for the fact that I did lose my mending shovel. But that's okay. It had been a while since we've died. I mean, our deaths per hour are still pretty good. I can't complain too much. So much copper, oh my goodness. Rocky, welcome on in. Thank you for spending your taxes. I appreciate it. And hello, Mark. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're both doing well. I've been waking up really hot recently. Oof. I'm glad I'm not the only one in that boat. It was weird because today I had eaten lunch. I got in the car. I was freezing cold. I fell asleep. And then I got home. I fell asleep a few times in the chair. Woke up, went downstairs to eat, and fell asleep on the couch. Was really hot. Came upstairs, fell asleep in the chair again. Was really hot. And I can't seem to stay awake. Not really sure why. Just, it's a thing, I suppose. Let's, try to pick up any of these loose ores that are around. Okay. Is that it? I don't see any more laying around. Okay. We do gotta hurry. I'm sure the countdown clock is coming up on these. Haven't been here in a while. How you been? I've been doing well. I appreciate you asking. I'm pretty tired pretty much all the time. And I've been keeping busy. But, you know what? It's been a good time regardless. Okay. Diamond. Redstone. You. Okay. Any other materials lying around? I don't think so. Okay. Good. Let's go ahead and finish combining these materials down. And we should be okay. Oop. So diamond, copper, iron, coal. We did not really get much iron. We only got 18. That's not a lot. Okay. Well, is what it is. It'll at least get me through. Because I did need it for an anvil. Would it be beneficial to me to do something here? Because I need more room for my copper. I just have too much. Unfortunately, I've got a stack there. A stack there. Even if I do fortune all of that, I think I would still end up with too much. So, what I can do, overflow? Just put all my copper up there, I guess. I don't really have anywhere else to put it, so that works. Let's leave that upper row empty. I guess we could put my diamonds up there. And then that gives me more room for everything else. I don't know how that's all gonna shake out. We'll just let that be, I think. Sure. Okay, that's done. Which means we can do some of this. Okay. And what was all that for? The bow. Sleep. Okay. So I want you. We got 8, 19, 11, 8, 12, 26. Okay, we just need to get to level 12. This actually might live. Let's fish. So we do need that mending book still. I'm bent. I will try everything in my power to get that mending book. But if I don't get it, I will probably resort to villagers in the near-ish future. I'm at the point where we do need tools in order to finish all of this. And unfortunately, I do not have those tools. So, you know, we gotta make a choice. Vania, hello, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. I need to kind of pull out some of those enchanted books that we do have and add some of them up to see what tools we can make that are fully enchanted. That's kind of the other thing. If I did actually fully gear up and I died, I wouldn't have lost all that stuff, which wouldn't have set me up for nearly as big of a loss. Because, I mean, I mean, the what is it? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, all that stuff burned in lava. But beyond that, like, let's just say, oh, I didn't even get netherite. If I had fully enchanted feather falling boots, I wouldn't have died. And like that's a unfortunate thing to think about. Like I wouldn't have lost all my stuff. But, you know, you live and you learn, and honestly, since it is a forever world, it's not that big of a deal. Um, I'll live. Okay. What are we doing? So after we fish, honestly, I do have an XP farm. We don't have to fish right this second. I could go over there and quickly just get the bow made, and then we would be done. Which we didn't have a bow before, so this is an upgrade. We could start planning out where our villagers are gonna go. Um, when I inevitably do them. 'Cause, I mean, I've got a lot of villagers that I want. I just don't know where I'm gonna put all of them yet. I was kind of thinking in this town down there, I'm gonna use them more so as decorations than anything. Towns up there, they'll be more useful. And we'll actually have a town full of villagers. Um, I don't know. There's a lot of thoughts I have, but I haven't really matured those thoughts out into anything important. Fishing is fun though. It is pretty fun. I can agree with that. Do, do. Okay. Oh, I'm not fishing. I was like, where's my bobber? I'm out of it today. I am so out of it. Um I'm excited though. We've got if I can manage the energy, I'm hoping to get a video finished tonight, uploaded for tomorrow. It'll come out. That'll be the Forever World video for the week. Then I can work on Omnia some, which would be really good. I'd love to get that done. Um, and then I'm also starting a new medicine, which I'm hoping that'll help a little bit with whatever's going on here, because I definitely need it. I need the help. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I was loaded. I mean, the guy gave me 90 days worth of beds, which is lovely. I'm happy to see it. That's for sure. It's funny how when you do luck-based action enough in this game, you start predicting whether it will work or not. I know. It's pretty interesting just um how lucky you have to be in a lot of Minecraft stuff. Like for example, with this, we've been fishing for mending books and fishing rod, right? I have fished 8,638 times. We're finding on average that it's about every 3,000 casts I get a mending book. So theoretically, in about 400 casts, we should have a new mending book. We'll see. I mean, technically speaking, we could just not get it, and it could never show up ever again. Um, but according to the numbers, I mean, very well could happen. Yeah, like I have a project on an SMP. I'm trying to break every end portal with the bedrock breaking TNT machine. Oh boy. Good luck. I find a lot of those machines I've never really had good luck with. I need to punch a hole in my bedrock on this world eventually, but we'll see. We'll see if that ever works. Hello, Nikita. Welcome on in. It's good to see you. How are you doing tonight? I play with hitboxes, so I just look at the TNT layout and I know if it's gonna fail. Oh, that almost makes it worse. You're not even allowed to really hope. You just see it and you know. There's a more consistent machine using redstone and a haste tube piston. That's interesting. I'm not familiar with like all of the different bedrock breaking mechanics and such. Um so I'm not familiar with that one, I don't think. I guess you're placing the piston at a higher rate technically, or you're able to, which kind of helps. Can't use on end portals because I don't have the will to build a beacon at every portal. That's fair. That is so fair. Beacons are kind of annoying to build. Some people can just do it. There have been times where I've been so lazy, I will just take the extra time to dig out a big hole. But I won't, like, I'll be digging part of it and the beacon just barely doesn't reach. And I have extra beacons laying around. I could just make sure it reaches there. I can't bring myself to build another beacon because then I'm gonna have to tear it down later. And I could not bother doing it. Do the redstone version on the roof. Okay. May have to look at that one at some point. Doing all right, thanks. How are you doing? I'm doing okay. I am doing okay. I'm pretty tired, if I'm being 100% honest. I was going to cancel tonight's stream, but I was gonna feel really bad if I did. Um, so I decided I was gonna do it anyway. And then I'm in the middle of like I don't even know what to call it, some sort of flare uh with whatever condition I do have. Um so I'm just pushing through it day by day, but man is it wiping me out. I am so tired. Um but I'm still breathing, so you know, it's all right. Why did they add them? I hate silverfish so much more now. The problem with ender portals is the horrendous amount of silverfish. Oh, yeah. That's one of those interesting things about Minecraft that they added and never really did anything with. And it's just, I mean, you'll see this with a lot of the game. There's like pre. I don't know what to. I guess when Minecraft decided to take itself seriously as a game and actually treat itself like a game development cycle, a lot of those features stopped getting added. But there's just all sorts of random things like silverfish, for example, which don't really serve a purpose. They're just annoying, and they don't really fit anywhere within the game as a creature. Like they spawn in extreme hills biomes and they spawn in end portal rooms. It's just kind of annoying. Um creepers are another thing that they've gone on the record and said they would not add had it been today. It just breaks game design rules. Um, I do somewhat miss the old Minecraft development cycle where they did just add random things for the heck of it. And, some of that did break rules and some of that kind of was annoying, but it was part of the charm. Um, but, I also do like the more polished style where we're getting things and, um, we're now getting the most random features again, but I think Mojang's just trying to get an idea of what the player base even wants. Um, I'm trying to think. Uh, the biggest thing I do miss about old Minecraft and the development of it was the communication line between player and developer was so much better. I mean, you could go on to Twitter and see whatever the developers were working on right then and there because they just took a picture of it. Now they have NDAs and they can't talk about whatever's being added to the game right this second because Microsoft will fire them, and rightfully so. I mean that's part of a company and part of marketing is um, you don't reveal your whole hand. You need to keep a lot of things secret, but it does suck because um, I think it's led to some of the toxicity that we see, but that's also partially why they don't post online as much anymore. Anytime a developer does post something, then somebody's responding to their tweet saying, "Really, you could have been working on the game and you're doing this, you're lazy, rah." And it's like, I don't know. That was a whole rant you guys didn't ask for. I empathize with uh, Minecraft developers probably a little bit more than most people do. Um, but I do feel bad for them a lot because I, they're screwed no matter what they do, whether they do what the players want or whether they don't, because the players will just abuse that. Uh, d- do, uh, I'm glad you didn't cancel, but don't push yourself too much. I appreciate that, Nikita. I I'm trying. I feel mostly I just feel bad across the board. Um but it was really like I didn't get the video done yesterday or Friday for that matter. I was gonna post it Saturday. It didn't get done. So then I was gonna post it today. It didn't get done. And I don't think it's gonna get done in time for tomorrow either. So I'm really bummed out about that part of it. And I know, like, I shouldn't rush that, but it's been on my project list, and if I could get it done before it becomes next week's problem, then I can at least focus on Omnia for a little bit. Because I'm kind of behind on that one. I, but it's okay, I do push myself in a lot of places where I probably shouldn't. And some of that's just perfectionism. Some of that's probably uh probably a slightly unhealthy work-life balance, but I do want desperately to obtain certain points in my life, and in order to get that I feel like I gotta work for it. So I you guys are just getting like an inside scope into my head, I guess. You didn't ask for it, but you're getting it. It's interesting to analyze yourself every once in a while. I don't know what leads me to do it so often, but I do it a lot now that I think about it. I also goof in walls, so whenever I do my break attempt, it destroys all of the roof and it spawns like 10. Oh, that's... I can imagine your terror when they just drop from the ceiling like that. Oh, it's awful. What do I want to call the bow? We got Reg's Rod. I didn't name the pickaxe. What do you guys think I should name the bow? The thing is luck-based. It eats so much TNT. I think I've used like 6 stacks on like 50-something portals. Oh my goodness. Dragon Slayer? It's not a bad name. Wouldn't worry too much about it. Easier said than done, I know. But videos take a lot of time and a lot of effort. It's not worth forcing things just for a video. You gotta listen to your body, not just your schedule. I know. I'm just really disappointed in my body. I know it could do so much more. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. No, you're right though. You are. It's kind of wild because like I keep a timesheet. I don't hide that. I mean, I think I've shown you guys the timesheet a couple of times of all the work I do, just so if I start feeling like I'm getting lazy, I can look over it and prove either that I am or am not being lazy. Usually it's, you know, I'm not being lazy. And in this case, it's not necessarily laziness. But I only worked like 11.5 hours last week. And like, I could use a multitude of excuses. I don't like using them. I probably don't give myself enough of a pass in some cases, but I also don't want to like give me so much of a pass that it's beyond the, I guess, excusable limit. I don't know. Not to say that you need to have an excuse to take a break every now and then, but it's like that's not sustainable even in like a normal day-to-day like 9 to 5 job. How do you clock more than that? Like, I couldn't begin to tell you. It's a lot of fish loot. Yeah, I've been just keeping it all handy because you never know when you need it. The books are especially helpful. Thankfully, the breaking is the longest part because I did some prep and mapped out all the portals and planned a roof travel route. Okay. You've got a system at least. That is a lot of that is a lot, but it'll be worth it. I'm sure you got a pretty cool idea in mind. Oh, isn't this mending? Yeah, I'm put that over there. I don't think it'll drop down the total at all for repair, but we'll see. And Monopoly, oh boy. I got stasis in the end. That is actually insane. I'm just thinking about that. So long as you have that stasis, you're good. The only concern I would ever have is, like, what if you left the end and forgot? to reload your stasis chamber. Oh no, that would be so. I don't want to think about the implications of that. Suddenly, Elytra would be a lot more valuable. I'm gonna say something, but I'm gonna need you guys to just trust me on this. I'm not having a stroke, okay? My water tastes like burnt toast. I'm clearly not having a stroke. I am very coherent. At least I think I am. Um, but that water tastes like burnt toast. Just so you know, I think the word lazy shouldn't count when you're sick, and we happen to feel sick a lot, so don't count it. Don't call it being lazy, even though it might feel like it. Okay, that's valid. That's valid. I will accept that. You're not wrong. What? The water tastes like burnt toast. I mean, it smells kind of burnt too. Do I just smell burnt anyway? No. It's the water. What is going on with my water? I get that sometimes burnt part especially. I'm never wrong. I mean, honestly, Nikita, you have been the most right out of, I think, just about anybody in the chat. So, uh, that's fair. You sure it's not the cup? I mean, it could be. I don't know why it would be, but it could be. My Minecraft hot take is that Paper MC is overused server software. Yeah, I agree. It used to be good, but they do so many tweaks to the actual game to make it to fix bugs that it breaks a lot of the core functionalities like TNT duping, like bedrock breaking, things like that. Um I don't know. I feel like it does a lot of that, and it's annoying. And it's not even really that performant anymore. I mean, it's still more performant than vanilla, but you might as well go with something like Purper if you're going for performance, because it still runs all the same plugins, but it's better. Also has very exploitable bugs. That too. Maybe it got put into the dishwasher and it burnt a little. That's possible. I mean, I'll let you know. I mean, it looks fine on the inside. I don't see anything in there that says it's burnt, but my brother has been known to pour hot coffee into this cup. It is a plastic cup. It should not have fresh hot coffee put into it. So, it's very possible I'm just like absorbing exuberant amounts of microplastics into my mouth right now. Hello, Tree Curtis. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Just hope it's not your taste buds. Yeah. I'm okay. I think. Probably. Ooh, candy. We'll find out. I remember a bit ago a dupe bug got leaked and one of my friend's SMPs got absolutely obliterated. Oof. Rest in peace, SMP. Let's test. Yay, science. This is the scientific method in effect here. Let's see. Now, this is also the final candy that I have at the moment. I will have to try to get some more soon, if at all possible. This is from Christmas, which is now 5 months ago. How? Couldn't begin to tell you. but it's been a while. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the candy redemption from the queue now, just so um it doesn't get redeemed again, and then I'm confused on why it got redeemed. So let me go ahead and do that, and just go ahead and pause the candy. There we go. Do you remember me? I do. You were here last stream on Thursday.
Hello.
Vanya, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm talking a 16 by 16 netherite cubit spawn. Oh my gosh. That is actually insane. 6 months actually counting days. That's true, yeah. That is true. Alright, let's see if this tastes like burnt toast. Tastes like chocolate to me. I'm going with it. It's just my water, I think. Guys, I'm also super hyped. Jams paid me like, I don't know, I think it was 5 gifted subs to not shave for a month. That time's almost up. I am shaving. I am so excited. I I've been suffering through this. It feels awful. I I don't mind having facial hair. I just don't like having unkempt facial hair, which I probably could have trimmed it a little bit just to kind of even it out, but I wanted to honor the deal. So I'm intending to make it till Thursday, at which point I will be trimming it, at least trimming it, but I'm intending to probably take it down to probably 1 millimeter. I'm gonna probably do a close cut on that one. Thank you for submitting your taxes, Nikita and Vanya. Appreciate it. I'm still grateful. Oh yeah, you got one of them, right? So this one too. Oops, not my favorite, clearly. Yay, chocolate, yay, science. Maybe you got water poisoning. It's very possible. I've made a lot of people mad, over time. It would not surprise me. I'm kind of surprised with some of the people that I have annoyed, mildly online. I haven't gotten spotted. I hate even saying that because I don't want to give somebody the idea to do it. But I mean, I've seen it happen to so many people that really definitely do not deserve it. And then I've sat here and like I mean, you guys weren't here for him. But the guy I'm thinking of in specific, oh, oh boy. Uh, he was mad, and he had a lot of money at his disposal. um, I was surprised he didn't do worse than just create a bunch of alt accounts and spam follow me. Um, and I've definitely been around in some other rough communities where they've been DDoSing. Those are the worst ones. DDoSers, they don't get to like. I don't want to say they don't deserve to have rights, but it's very close. It's like you're so sad that you think that kicking somebody off of their game is like joyous. It's like you could try to do something. All accounts don't even take money for Twitch. I know. The thing was though, like this guy was dropping like 100 a month on me just because he could, and it was like I was halfway expecting that to come back to bite me, but he never did. He was just kind of being a slight pain in the butt. I'm gonna drink my burnt toast water now. Genuinely, it smells burnt. I'm confused. 100 a month, that's not much, to be honest, regarding, like, alt-wise. Oh, yeah. But, I mean, like, this was one dude spending that much just on one account. I was kind of concerned, like, he would follow bot or view bot and try to get me banned with that. Like, I should clarify, $100, $100 a month. So I was concerned that that was going to turn around and be turned into botting, which he didn't do. I've had a lot of people do bots, not like follow bots and view bots, but there's this software out there called, I think, Denbots, which is a DDoSing software, but it's one of those weird things that a lot of server companies don't like to call DDoSing because it hurts their bottom line. It's a lot harder for them to mitigate bot attacks like that, but it is still a cyber attack. They're like 100 follow bots a month. Yeah, I realized how that sounded. Yeah, I would claim hydrate, but I don't think I want to make you drink that. It's honestly not bad. I mean, it's not killing me, I don't think. We can find out. It's science, right, guys? I really want to build something. Maybe we could go get some, like, basalt and try to finish up the other thing. Thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate that. That is such a weird sensation. Wow. 100, wow. $100 is crazy, though. Who was that guy? Link me up. I won't lie. Neko took care of us. Even if he was kind of a little insane. In more ways than just one. That guy... Oh, boy. Oh, I'm carrying things. Boop. There's a reason we don't see him very often. Actually, we don't see him ever anymore. I banned him. He was an interesting character. I'm gonna see if I get ads or not. Oh no, good luck. We do have a YouTube stream as well, so if you need to pop over there to hang out, you're welcome there. Or if you need to take this time to go step away and do something else, that's awesome too. Exciting, more science. Today's just a very scientific stream. Very educational. Boop. Okay, we want to basalt. I guess I can show you guys the portal room. So I've been working on that a little bit lately. Now, ads for me. A, let's go. Big dubs. Yay, secret location. Bros from Area 51. Unfortunately, where I live, I get every ad. Every single one. But, you know what? It is what it is. So this is what I've been working on lately. I've gotten up to there. And I think it looks pretty good. It's very dark. And, I think it'll help cover up all my mistakes. So, let's go this way. We could also do some of the lava filling. I'm kind of scared to do that now, but we'll see. Also, fun fact, if you type Excited Z into the crafting guide search bar, you'll unlock a special language. Yes. Does that one do... Is that one pirate speak or... No, that one's lolcat, isn't it? There's a few of them, and I can't always remember. I can't hear you. There we go. Can we turn that off? Thank you. Feel free to try. Oh boy. Admiral, thank you for spending your taxes. I appreciate it. Admiral, can I ask you a question? Does your water taste like burnt toast? I feel like Admiral might be to blame here. I kind of want to know. Ah, really? It is pirate speak. I would have thought, based on the spelling, that that would have been lolcat. Oh boy. Okay, scribble, lingo. Okay, I need English. Australia, yeah. Oh no, wait. Is it just plundered? It's plundered, okay. What's the other button? Font settings, okay. I thought you were gonna ask, can you bring me a new cup of water? You're asking the wrong questions, Rec. I feel like that's the right question. I'm just curious if this is just a me issue or if it's a global issue with our water supply. It's an investigation. It's science. See, if it's happening to him, then we can deduce that it's a problem with our fridge, or it's a problem with the city water, I guess. Why not? Did you spike my water with illegal chemicals? Because he would do that. That is a good point. He would do it. That's probably a better question. I don't think he's giving me an answer. I think he died. Oh well. Oh well. Let's see. How much basalt do I think I need? Let's go with, let's just go with 3 more stacks, I guess. And that should hopefully be enough to get us started. I think it should be enough to get us finished, too. I spiked the wrong cup. That's also much like Admiral. He doesn't pay much attention. That's, it's kind of on brand for him. Wow. Okay. We gotta smooth this too, so we gotta put it into the furnace. And it's gonna take a while, because we can't put it through the blast furnace, for whatever reason. I don't fully understand that. Uh... that. And then... almost done. Also, I forgot how intense the Nether music is. It's kind of just... in the background, it's kind of quiet, but then it gets, like... I mean, what would you call it? What would that term be? It... when it intensifies. What's the term for that? There's a musical term. I just can't recall it. Is it crescendo, maybe? Is that the term I'm thinking of? I do not know. I do not know. We need a furnace or two, maybe 3. Crescendo, okay. It kind of just, it does that sometimes, and it's kind of like, whoa. And, diminuendo. I can speak. I just get a little tongue-tied sometimes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I want you and you. And I want you. Another fun part with me breaking the portals is that I can now build the breaker without focusing on it. Like, I can just look at my hotbar and build flip here. You're locked in, dude. You are locked in. Oh. Yeah, not good. I don't know. I feel that. Oh, same here. I could do with some more learning, definitely. I'm gonna make it a priority eventually. It is on my list. Alright, I'm gonna put you away. Oh, hello. Come on, shoot at me again. Go ahead. Goodbye. Oh, there we go. Sleep, 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 sleep. Boop. Okay. Shield. You know, a shield would be a good idea. Okay, that's just a particle effect thing. Okay, that's fine. It's whatever. A shield would be a good idea. But I'm me, and I don't do good ideas. Because you know what I'm about to do? I'm about to climb up there, and I am probably going to fall off and die. Like, let's just be honest here. This is the expectation at the moment. But it'll be really cool when it happens. A shield would be a good idea, though. I should probably invest in one. It's not like they're expensive. I have hiccups. Ow. Ow. Goodness gracious. You know you can get fireflies if you give phantoms fire resistance and invis. Do their eyes still show up? Are they kind of like spiders and endermen in that regard? My inventory is a little... There we go. Up, 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 up. That's right there. And then we'll go here. Okay. I think this will work. It's just a guess, though. So that kind of should be the peak right there. And then I would just have to cap it off behind the portal a little bit. I'm intending to do some details around the portal to kind of help it, because I know it'll kind of stick out a little bit, and I don't love that. But this is actually kind of looking cool. I do like that. Did you know if you go to your friend's fully wooden house and place a lava bucket, you'll have one less friend? Oh no. That's funny. That is a watch streak. I unfortunately can't see whose watch streak yet, so let me hop over and see. Nikita! 60 stream watch streak. GG. What the heck? Wow. That is insane. Wow. Oh, that's me. Alright, that was unnerving. Wow. 60 streams. You are insane, actually. Would you rather your dog dies to a creeper explosion or falling in lava? See, one of those is directly my fault. I mean, I guess they both kind of are. Oh, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. I think for me, I would rather them die to a creeper explosion, only because it's quick. Like, you know, you'll know there was nothing more you could do. Whereas, like, a lava, there's the chance that, I feel like they would... I would feel like I could have saved them. Because I could have placed water or... whatever, you know? Whereas, like, Creeper, it's kind of like... It happens so quickly, you have no time to react. Aiden, welcome on in. Hello, hello. How are you doing? Boop. Boop. Okay. Great. How about yourself? I'm doing a-okay. Also, Nikita, you have changed colors on me. You're yellow now. It threw me off for a minute. I'm not gonna lie. I like it, though. Can I make that jump, please? There we go. It's a little too steep over here. But I still managed. Okay. Would you rather get jumped by a max netherite player or fight a warden solo? I'm gonna die either way. This might be another creeper scenario for me, and I'd rather get it over quickly. And I would probably take the death by warden. Those guys can two-tap you. I mean, if the player's nice, you'll at least get your stuff back, though. Which would be kind of cool. But I'm kind of doubtful of that. Water Ghost, welcome on in. Thank you for spending your taxes. I appreciate it. I have a server. It's a lifesteal server. I just made. No one has ever played it yet. Do you want to be the first one? Doesn't have to be now. I don't usually play on anybody else's servers, just for safety reasons. It exposes IPs and gives a lot of information that I'm not particularly fond of giving away at this current time. But I will keep that in mind. I appreciate the invite nonetheless. And if I decide to change my mind, I'll let you know. And I don't want to do that. I guess something kind of like this. What you building? Hello, Pro. Welcome on in. We are currently building my Minecraft portal room. And it is going all right, I think. So this is what it looks like right now. So we're building basically a big cave here. And I'm just trying to cap it off up top. But it's not going so hot. Fun fact, blindness disables sprint. Don't feel like being gray anymore, that's fair. It's not showing for me yet. You may have to refresh. Infinite nausea or infinite blindness? Blindness. Definitely. Do you play guitar? I do. I do. Hey, how I know this? Because Pink keeps on doing it to me? That's funny. That's really funny. You're so popular, Reg. Everyone wants you on their server. I don't know why. I almost jumped off the edge. I don't know why people do that. I wouldn't want me on my own server. But you know, I do appreciate the offers. It does mean something. There's a lot over there. Let's get 22. 30. I think that's a fair spread. Hopefully. Okay, you have Twitch or not? Yep, I have YouTube and Twitch. Twitch is in both vertical and horizontal formats, and then YouTube is just vertical right now. I'm trying to get the dual stream on YouTube, but I still gotta wait for the feature to roll out to me. But once it does, then both platforms will have equal qualities, which will be nice. Actually, YouTube will probably have a higher quality. I kind of want to try to stream in 2K for YouTube at some point, but still waiting on features to hit me. But if I became big and people did that, I would go on it and either blow everything up or leak the IP. We know you're terrible, but that would be a funny stream, not gonna lie. Honestly, it would teach people some internet safety, I would hope. I would really, really hope. Do that. You. Okay. Something like that. And then the rest of it just needs some of that. Okay, how does that look? Blowing up friends SMP because I'm bored. Just as a lesson, obviously. Not for any other reason. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that guideline being so obvious, but you also got to remember people aren't going to look up. Not yet, anyway. And when they eventually do, I'm going to be redoing the roof because I think I want some lava up there. Like, there will eventually be reasons to look up, but I don't think there's a reason yet. So, I think it's fine the way it is. And we should be able to just finish up this section here. Gotta take it from here over to there. All of this needs to be filled in. I suck at Minecraft. Hey, that's all right. It happens. It takes a while to get good at it. And even then, it's all kind of subjective when you say good at Minecraft. You know, I'm not a good PvP guy, but I am a pretty okay builder, I think. And I'm okay enough at surviving. I don't usually die a lot. I mean, I've died recently, but I could pull it up here. You know, I died 6 times total in this world, and I've been playing on this world for 5.64 days. So, you know, that's almost 1 death per day. Per 24 hours. I should clarify that. Which isn't like a phenomenal amount of time. Like if I was playing hardcore, screw me. Like I've lost. But I'm also not necessarily playing hardcore, so I feel like that's a null excuse, right? I'm okay at Minecraft, I think. Oh, I'm out. Dang it. I do remember you, Jim D. How are you doing? Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Hello, hello, hello. I'm pretty okay at surviving building, but not PvP. The problem with building for me is I never know what to build. That's fair. I kind of keep a project list in the back of my head of things I want to do, and then I do them. So for right now, for example, this whole volcano here is an ongoing project, but I've got projects I want to do over there. I've got projects that I need to do underground. And then there's projects within the mountain as well, the volcano that I want to do. And so I just keep a long list going so that anytime I kind of don't know what I need to do, I can look at that list and at least go gather materials for it. Also, we're almost done with this little section here. Let me go grab that basalt, and we should be able to wrap that up. Boop. 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 Some of it will be done, at least. Okay. I got invited to my friend's SMP, so I'm going to join it with 100 all accounts to crash it. Maybe I want to become a YouTuber. Want to play again? I haven't in forever. And considered Considering I only started like not even 6 months ago, that's probably not good. Hey, nothing wrong with wanting to play a little bit. It's a bummer that you've not been able to play though. My HDD is done, so I don't know if I should risk it. Oof. Yeah, probably not. That's a bummer. I had to replace my HDD. Oh, when was it? Last year sometime. I've had to do a lot of repairs lately on my computer, so I'm not looking forward to it, but I think I need to look into replacing the rig at some point. It served me well. It's just unfortunately aging at a rate that is mildly concerning. Okay. For the less smart people in chat, what is an HDD? That's your hard drive. So, you have SSDs and HDDs. Your SSD is a solid state drive. HDD is a hard disk drive. So, for most people, when they're doing gaming, you want a SSD because it's a faster load time and it has less failure rates. Um, HDDs are good for bulk storage because they're cheap, and they're great for servers when you just want to plug something in and have it work. Um, but in consumer grade hardware, we're seeing it less and less needed, uh, especially as computers are doing more loading and unloading because it starts to wear down that disk inside of the hard drive. Oh, there's the builders, and then there's me. My base is a hole with villagers and random chests placed everywhere. Nothing wrong with that. There's a charm to it. Why do you need smooth basalt instead of normal basalt? So there's a very slight difference in color and texture. And so what I'm doing is a gradient. So we have from blackstone to polished blackstone, mud, basalt, and then smooth basalt. And it creates this lovely little lightning effect as it goes up, which is what we're going to be doing with the mountain anyway. But when you turn on shaders, give it a second, it kind of helps a little bit with the shadows too. It kind of helps blend them. And so I like it pretty good. Usually you would go the opposite direction. So wherever your light source is coming from, you want to do your lighter blocks and then have it go darker up. But again, with the mountain range that I'm doing here, I wanted it to match up with the rocks a little bit. I actually looked into it. So the volcano that I've based this off of is Mount St. Helens, and so I kind of looked at some of the rocks. And that's generally speaking sort of correct with how the geological findings are there. Near the base, there's a lot more of that volcanic dark rock. And as you get a little higher, there's some of that brighter stuff as well. So I've tried to kind of mimic that a little bit if I could. I got new noise canceling headphones, and I swear the pop of opening a canned drink is such different noise. Oh boy. I can imagine. Some computer part probably. Same, lots of repairs. I'm sort of hoping the guy just put it together badly because it started making noise since he took it out. Oh no. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That does sound like your HDD is kind of shot. I'm not gonna lie. When my laptop started to go out, the hard drive was making a lot of clicking sounds, and it almost sounded like there was something scraping in there. Uh, it was not good, and it eventually died. I need to try to see if I can get it working again because there's some stuff on there that I didn't get off that I really wish I did, and I really want to try to plug it in one more time just to try and sweep anything else off of it that I can. But I don't even know where it's at right now, so we'll see. Honestly, I wish I could live in a time without computers. That is so fair. Humanity wasn't supposed to know what's going on all the time. I've said this so many times, and I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing me say it. But information is a blessing and a curse. The more you know, the less safe you feel sometimes. And it makes me sad. It really does. I love computers. I love the internet. But I also hate computers and I hate the internet. Um, there's a lot of issues with it. And I wish there were some ways to fix the issues that we have. But the flow of information is sometimes just too much, in all honesty. Hey, Nathan, how's it going, dude? It's good to see you. Good morning. Hey, thank you so much for choosing me with your subscription. Appreciate ya, dude. How's life been treating ya? Huh. I didn't think this through. Dang it. Okay. I really should just brew a potion, and then I wouldn't have to be scared anymore. But that's too easy. So we're not doing that. 2:30 a.m. Is it morning, Nathan? It's morning somewhere. That's exactly what's happening. It's like a 1 terabyte one too. Maybe I could put it all on my SSD because that should still work, I guess. Yeah, the only concern would be depending on how much your SSD has space for, it may slow down because I'm assuming you probably have your operating system on there. So you would possibly run into just slower boot times in general. It would still work. And it would at least give you some options until you maybe have a little extra laying around to add something else into the computer as well, or just to save up. Trying to think what I would do. Thank you for the follow, Probert. Appreciate ya. Technically, it's 4:30 a.m. here. It's morning here. Oh, boy. Okay. It's on YouTube now I'm here. Hey, welcome on in, Pro. Dude, did you know if you throw any computer part into a fire pit with a fire in it for 20 minutes and take it out and boil it for 2 hours, then drive over it with a tank, then other people won't be able to steal the data from that part? You know, that's a very good point. I need to be more careful about my data destruction. I have a hard drive that I've been holding on to because it's not fully dead. And I need to make sure I dispose of it properly if I am going to dispose of it. Which I intend to at some point get rid of it. I don't need it. There were a couple of video files that I wasn't able to get off of it that I'm kind of bummed about. Because they were projects that I did kind of want to finish at some point. But it's whatever. Yeah, that did work. Can I get, like, one more lava, please? That would be kind of a great spot right there. There we go. Knew it was gonna happen soon. There we go. Okay. How are we looking? Not too shabby. This is kind of like stupidly large, and I love it. How's it going? Been a while? It's been a little bit, yeah. It's going all right. I guess I haven't talked about this part on stream. I kind of told you guys on Thursday about my appointment with the rheumatologist. I'll catch Nathan up here a little bit, and you guys will get some extra information. We should show Nathan my favorite picture spot. Favorite picture. Oh, I should. Yeah. Give me a sec. I gotta work up the courage for that one. So I went there. I got the appointment taken care of. We kind of walked out and we were going, okay, he's basically suspecting hypermobile EDS, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which I'll let you guys do the Googling. It's not the scary version with the cardiac problems. That's what he was suspecting. He called me the next day. So this is stuff that nobody's heard yet because I didn't have time to tell you guys. He called me the very next day and was like, hey, sorry to wake you, but I was researching your condition, and based on like the way your hands look and the things that you were telling me, I actually think you might have some form of Marfan syndrome. Now, for those of you who don't know what Marfan syndrome is, we actually believe Abraham Lincoln had this because of his very tall and lanky build. Very tall, very slender, bag of bones kind of look. It's characterized by an elongated head, stupidly large fingers, some amount of hypermobility with like bending your fingers back or whatever, stretch marks that are not due to weight, things of that nature, which does throw me back under the risk of the cardiac problems that we thought I wasn't gonna have to worry about, which is unfortunate, but it's kind of like, okay, you know, you take what you get. We need to get more testing done, obviously, to prove all of that stuff. I've got new meds, so that's fun. Hopefully that means we're closer to being put back together, though. That's the hope. Also, I'm gonna try to show you Nikita's favorite spot and not die. There we go. Okay, I made it. This is the little photo corner. You know, it's got all that little sparks and such. How long do you stream normally? It fluctuates. Sundays are kind of a hard day for me to pin that down exactly. Sometimes it's an hour and a half, so I would usually be wrapping up now. Sometimes it could be up to 3 hours. I'm shooting for 2 hours today, ideally, so probably for another 20 minutes or so. And then I'm going to try to work a little bit on a video. And I'm also going to talk to my friend because he should... Is he online right now? He's not online right now. Okay, but one of my friends, I do owe him a call today. No, at least it'll be a more specific diagnosis with more specific meds. Unfortunately, this is the worst part about it. Basically, there is no medication for the heart thing. They kind of just watch out for it because it's some sort of dilation of the aorta, which is basically the main tunnel for your blood going up to your head. So there's no meds for it, which sounds like really terrifying. Basically, the second you think there's like something wrong with you, you need to go to the doctor, and they will run a echocardiogram. So they'll take an ultrasound of your heart and the aorta, and they'll see if there's any dilation there. If it is dilated, then they basically, I think, knock you out and cut you open and fix it. I don't know. If you don't get it fixed and you ignore it for too long, then there's some risk of rupture there, which isn't ideal. Uh, it's funny that this is the case, though, because my geneticist has tried to get that for me a couple of times, and the insurance kept denying it, saying, we see no reason for you to need it. And now we're kind of looking at it and going, maybe we do need it. I just find it hilarious. I really do. Okay, we need to try to be careful to get out of here. Okay, yeah. All that said, I feel pretty confident though. Like, you know, outside of my water tasting like burnt toast, I'm pretty okay. No, Reg, that's sad. No. At least they know how to keep an eye on it now. Yeah. That's the big thing. You know, if we didn't know, it could have been a lot worse. It's tough though because we do have. Well, I say we. This is a me issue. I don't know what's worth getting checked and what's not, because I do already have some issues to begin with. I don't think any of you are here for it, but a couple of years ago, I had that Holter monitor put on my chest for it was for heart palpitations, and we were checking for any anomaly there, but it didn't come back with any results because I just was more aware of my heart. So they weren't like they weren't really helpful, is the truth. Like, I don't want to like dog on doctors, because I do that a lot already, and they are very respectable people. I do respect doctors to a degree, but they were pretty useless, if I'm being honest. So I don't know. I need to go back because now that that's in play, there's a lot of other questions because we've suspected like POTS, for example. Some of my mental brain fog could be attributed to some of this as well. So if there's even like a slight enlargement of the aorta, the aortic valve, or the aortic vein, anything in there, that can cause some of those things to appear as that, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. That's POTS. Some of you have probably seen it online. It's basically changing the position of your body causes your heart rate to do some amount of inappropriate action, in the sense of it should not have to speed up, but it does. It overreacts, leading to some issues with the blood pressure and all that kind of stuff. It oftentimes, especially when you're looking online, there's a lot of people who fake it. So, like, don't take everything you see online as fact. But it does oftentimes lead to people fainting, blacking out, falling asleep, being drowsy, all those things. You can drink salt water to help offset it a little bit. But you can naturally just kind of have it. You can't have actual POTS, but you can have POTS induced by other things. And in this case, just a wider uh, a wider vein could cause it technically because the blood flow to your head isn't getting the right pressure because, well, there's a wider space there than it's supposed to be. Uh, that can also add to the brain fog side of things because your head's not getting enough blood, so your brain doesn't think things as efficiently as it should. It's a really interesting thing to dive down. Um, it's a very, very interesting thing, and like I know I probably should be a little bit more concerned than I actually am, but I mean, I just find it so fascinating. It explains so much, though. It really does. You guys haven't seen them. I'm not gonna show you particularly, only because I don't think you guys need to see me shirtless. But going back to the Marfan syndrome thing, um, I I do have stretch marks on my back, and they're from a uh, it's from just how fast I grew, or at least that's what we thought. It may not even be that. We don't know. Then there's other things like usually there's a high severe level of what is it? Myopia, which is nearsightedness. Fun fact, I am very nearsighted. I don't know what's considered severe nearsightedness, but if I take off my glasses, I cannot read chat, and that's not because it's too close. It's because it's too far away. Chat is within arm's reach of me, so I can't see and read text that is probably, I don't know, 3 feet away from me, 3.5 feet. I don't know. I don't know how long my arms are. Um, so I don't know. Um, the more you learn about it, the more you go, huh, this is starting to add up. Because that wasn't even on my radar. Um, I'm super fascinated, and so I'm gonna be looking up a lot of things over the coming days. I I don't know what my doctor ended up deciding, because he was gonna have me do the echocardiogram, and then he also talked about possibly just sending me off to a specialized clinic for this, where they actually take care of uh, people like me, or theorized to be like me, so we could have a more firm answer on it, and then they could run the tests. Or uh, the other option was I go to somewhere that has half the specialization and half of it not there because it's a closer drive. I don't know what he ended up deciding. I kind of just told him I trust him to pick out whatever he thinks is best for me, and I'll do it. And then I never heard back on that, so I don't know what's going to end up happening there. But what I can say is, medically, I am a mutant, probably, which has been fun to say. Let me tell you. Everybody kind of like, everyone kind of furrows their brow just a little bit at that statement. Nope, it's a we issue. We got your back. We just can't actually help. But the thought is there. Well, I appreciate that. I do. They're making progress. Me too. Me too. Outside of that, though, I've been having a good time. I've been working on Omnia. I've been working on videos occasionally. I've been very tired. And I think that's just about it. I really haven't been doing much. Also, I apologize for the ads coming up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to delay them if I can. I really don't want them. I'm going to try to end before they show up again. What's new with all you guys, though? I'll try to read up on all of it if I can. I don't want it to all be about me. I guess that would make sense. Yes, I understand it being kind of exciting. You're learning a lot about you and things that can be linked. Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's just, I also just find the human body like extremely interesting. In another life, I probably could have been a doctor. Um, just because it's so fascinating to me and I would love to do it. But I can't do the schooling. I just hate it. I hate, hate school. Can't do it. Can't do it for the life of me. But maybe it's just a lack of blood flow to the head. See, I can blame things now. It's great. No, I try not to. I try not to make excuses out of that. Even if it's just funny. It's funny to me anyway. Hello, Ohana. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. I think I've decided we're gonna strip this. So, you know, that's happening right now. Up, up, up. I still need to do the sides here with all of that stuff, the siding. I don't know if any of that made sense, but we can pretend it does. Hey Siri, set a timer for 4 minutes. 3 minutes. I said 4 the first time and it didn't understand, so I cut it down another minute. I looked over at the clock and I realized how little time we actually had. I want a hot bath. That is so real. You know what? I kind of get it. I do. I'm kind of like achy. I don't know if you are too. But I feel like that would be nice. I think you should take a hot bath. My appointment didn't go well, but it was to be expected. I know it's coming. It won't be fun, but at least I'm not going to be out this summer. I'm here for all the streams. I'm sorry that the appointment didn't go well. Hopefully, hopefully they can find out something that's manageable for whatever's going on. Are you playing a Forever World? I am indeed, Indoor. Take it as a win, A. You know, there's a positive way to look at it. That's for sure. And if you need anything, let us know. We're all here for you too. Well, I can only speak for myself, I guess. I'm at least here for you, but I think I'd like to believe the community is too. Right, guys? Right? No. I'm not. I keep falling. I need to not do that. Please. Do. Ba, ba, ba. I'm not entirely looking forward to this summer personally. I do have a slightly busy one, which isn't a bad thing. I hate how busy my summers really are. Only because I can't be here as often as I want to be. And like, not to say views are everything, but like I do miss out on that summertime traffic so often because of it. It does make me sad. Because we don't get to meet as many new friends, and I just have to suck it up and deal with that. Sounds so shallow, but yeah, I hope you guys understand what I mean. It's not in like a raw, I want views kind of way. It's just, yeah. You get to go do fun stuff. That is true. That is true. I'm actually gonna be doing some work on my parents' house this summer, I believe. My mom's renter isn't paying the rent. So, uh, we have to go do, uh, we gotta go be the bad guy, which isn't fun. It isn't fun, but, you know, it costs money to own a house. And, I should specify this because I know some people don't like uh, letting people have a rental house in general. My parents don't own the house we live in right now. We don't live in the same state as where we own that house. My dad's job doesn't allow us to stay on one location very long. So, the place that they bought is intended to be basically their retirement investment. Before somebody's like, oh, you're just evil landlords. It's like, no, I promise you that's not the case here. Not that I think anybody here would say such a thing of us, but just in case. Yeah, don't worry. I'm glad. If I do get to do some work there, that'll be fun. And then I'm also going to be taking a slight little trip. I'll be chaperoning some teenagers in July, end of June, beginning of July. I actually won't be home for my birthday because of that. I still want to do a birthday stream. It just won't be on my birthday, I don't think. So money hungry, Rag. I know. I'm terrible. I'm awful. Evil landlord grind. Okay. I would love to stick around. Unfortunately, it looks like my ads are going to be popping up again soon, and I just delayed them. So, we will go ahead and wrap up here. I appreciate you all for watching. For those of you on the Twitch side of things, I do want to just go ahead and let you know we will be doing a raid. So, please feel free to stick around for that. You'll get some free channel points, and you'll get to meet a cool streamer along the way. For those of you on the YouTube side, go watch another video or stream and enjoy it to its fullest extent. Did you build all this? I did indeed. I actually make videos on this Forever World, so if you ever want to catch up on it, there's currently 9 episodes out now. There will be a 10th one, hopefully tomorrow if all goes to plan, but don't expect it to go to plan. It'll probably come out sometime next week, though. And I want to do an episode 1 through 10 recap for you guys as well. So, it'll be a good time whenever that does happen. Also, you're all good, Nathan. Don't apologize. Real life comes first. I know it sucks. But I'm glad to see you when we do. So, I hope you have a good rest of your night, y'all. Let's go find us somebody to raid, shall we? Boop. 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 All right. Who can we say hi to? None of my usual raid targets are live, I don't believe. Actually, that's a lie. That is indeed a lie. Let's go say hi to you, probably. He's an hour in. We'll go say hi to Game Time with Eric. He's a pretty cool dude. He's got a voice for the radio. Sounds really cool, dude. Encourage you guys to hop in there. I don't apologize when I disappear randomly. You're just camouflaging. That's funny. Alright. I appreciate you guys. Hop in the raid, get some free channel points, meet a cool streamer along the way. I'll catch you guys again on Tuesday. Until then, bye-bye, everybody.